What is going on, guys? Kingdom Hearts fans, rejoice. 2020 was a great year for Kingdom Hearts, but 2021 is starting off pretty strong because we just got news about something that people have been wanting for a very long time. And that is, of course, Kingdom Hearts finally coming to the PC. I was at work when I got the news, so I came home and immediately started working on this video, which is why it's coming out a lot later than usual. But I just had to come on here and talk about this with you guys and give y'all guys my thoughts on this. But I didn't just come here to report the news, because if you know me and you know my channel, you know that I like to go a little deeper than that. So I didn't just come here to give y'all the news and peace out. No, I want to talk about this because this could have huge implications for the rest of the series. So that being said, let's get into it. So first things first, I want to get this out of the way. Kingdom Hearts being on PC is huge. So for those of you who don't know how it's going to be set up, it's a little unfortunate, but here's how it's going to go down. First things first, every Kingdom Hearts game from Kingdom Hearts 1 to Kingdom Hearts Melody of Memory is going to be available on PC through the Epic Game Store. As of right now, there's no news of the games coming to Steam, but there's a lot of time between now and March 30th, which is when the deal releases, so that could very easily change in the future. Frankly, it's a little upsetting because instead of having a deal like the all-in-one package or even the story so far deal, they're selling everything separately. So essentially what they're doing is they're selling 1.5 and 2.5 for $50, 2.8 for $60, Kingdom Hearts 3 with the Remind DLC included for $60, and of course the recently released Melody of Memory for $60 as well. So if you really want to play Kingdom Hearts on PC, you better get your wallet ready because you're going to have to pay a very pretty penny to play each game come March 30th. But now that that's out of the way, I want to talk about what this means for the rest of the series. So personally, us older Kingdom Hearts fans, we've seen Kingdom Hearts jump around from console to console in the past. We've seen it jump from PS2 to Game Boy to PSP, then to DS, and then to 3DS, before finally settling on PS3 and porting nearly everything to be played, or watched in the case of Days Recoded and Back Cover, on PS4. Then when Kingdom Hearts 3 released, we saw Kingdom Hearts expand onto the Xbox One, and then of course we saw the HD Remix collections ported as well shortly after. Then when Melody of Memory released, we saw it released for the Xbox as well, which means we can pretty safely assume that the Kingdom Hearts series is going to stay with Xbox and PlayStation. So, sorry Switch fans, you might have to wait until the Switch Pro to get your Kingdom Hearts fix. But honestly though, like I said earlier, releasing the games on PC separately instead of releasing them in some sort of collection kinda sucks. Because you essentially have to drop $250 for the series as a whole, and frankly that's a little hefty. Like, I'm gonna be entirely honest with you guys, as I always am, $60 for 2.8 is a little much, as of course Dream Drop Distance is the only full game on that disc. So if you want to, be my guest, but personally I don't know about that one, Chief. But part of me thinks that this is Square Enix's way of testing the waters and seeing how their PC sales go to determine whether or not they continue with PC for Kingdom Hearts. Now, I could be totally wrong, but by releasing the games on PC, part of me thinks that Square Enix is finally ready to possibly begin releasing the future games on there as well, which means we could get games like Kingdom Hearts Verum Rex and Kingdom Hearts 4 on PC for future releases. Which honestly is a pretty smart move by the Square Enix team, because not only do those who only have PCs finally get to legally experience the Kingdom Hearts series, but you're also expanding your fan base and getting a nice chunk of change from the PC audience while also getting ready for the 20th anniversary of Kingdom Hearts next year. So while it's not exactly optimal as far as buying them, if you really want to experience the series on PC, you can finally do so. And honestly, with Kingdom Hearts coming to PC, the modding scene is about to go crazy. We already got a couple of amazing mods earlier this year, like Riku vs Yozora and Roxas vs Shion, and that was with people essentially jailbreaking their consoles, so much love to them. But all that to say, over the years we've seen just how creative the mod scene can get, even with people recreating and reimagining entire games, like the Kingdom Hearts 2 mod where you play as Shion, or the Kingdom Hearts 2 randomizer, which I'm sure plenty of you have already seen. So with Kingdom Hearts coming to PC, not only could we see the mod community really show out in the future, but we could also see the rest of the series come to PC, including Kingdom Hearts Verum Rex, KH4, and even beyond that. And I, for one, can't wait to see what happens. So this is definitely a shorter video. I just kind of wanted to get my thoughts out on what's happening and what it could potentially mean for the future of the series. But don't worry, I have plenty of content for you guys coming up here in the next couple of days. But if you liked the video, make sure you leave a like and leave a comment for me to let me know what you think of the series coming to PC and what mods you'd love to see. And finally, if you want to become a Guardian of Twilight, make sure you subscribe and join the Guardians of Twilight Discord server if you want to talk to some of the greatest people on the face of the internet. But for now, this is Moose Wayne, signing off.